Hey friends, Justin here with a review of Pam and Tommy episode 4. So it's pretty clear now that the party is over. The honeymoon phase has ended. The sex tape is being distributed at this point worldwide. Rand and his distributor Milty have figured out a way to anonymously distribute the tape, and it's in countries worldwide. Word of mouth is spreading. There are even bootleggers selling the tape in the parking lot of Tower Records in LA. So basically, it's worldwide at this point. Pam and Tommy are the last to know. Pam and Tom go for an ultrasound at the hospital to check on the new baby, and because Tommy wants a really secure spot to place the ultrasound photos, that's how he discovers initially that the tape is missing. Calls the police, Pam is in hysterics, and lets them know, we are among guns, jewelry, cash, among all those other things, there are home movies that are important to us, and are you guys going to do something to get them back? And it's clear that the police don't have much hope. They say, we'll keep you in the loop if anything pops up, but just to manage your expectations, burglaries generally don't get solved. And so, out of desperation, because they don't feel that anyone is going to take their situation as rich rock stars seriously, Tommy decides to take action in his own hands. He hires a private investigator who quickly connects the dots and figures out that Rand is involved, and further that Milty is involved. And Tommy gets his gang, his biker gang together, and they are on an all-out manhunt at this point for Rand, Milty, and anyone associated with this tape. So we're playing cat and mouse all over Los Angeles. They know where Rand lives. They know where he works. Milty, the kind of sleazy distributor, has lived up to his reputation of a sleazy valley distributor, not to cast any aspersions on anyone who is, in the adult industry in the valley, but he's certainly living up to that reputation. He's slinking away from any responsibility, eating the fruits of their labor as they come in, sleeping with women, having the finest of the fine. And he's basically hidden and out of the picture. So it's Rand against Tommy and his biker gang. I keep going back and forth in my head saying, do I want them to catch him? Because he's a scumbag, Rand and Milty. Do I want them to get vengeance or not? Tommy is also kind of a jerk character. And it's hard to have sympathy for him a lot. But the wild card is Pamela Anderson, who is very likable, who is a very kind person, and who is doing everything that she can in her power to be taken seriously as an actress. It's causing stress. It's causing turmoil within Pam and Tommy's relationship. He's not taking it as seriously as she is, and they have a conversation where she says, basically, I'm a woman and it means a lot more to me than it does to you. People are going to high five you and say you're the man, but for me, they're going to think I'm a slut. They're going to slut shame me all over the world, which is totally true. And Tommy makes a dirtbag comment and says, well, they're not seeing anything they haven't seen before. You don't say that to your wife. At this point, the love and adoration and admiration that you had for Pam is being undercut by the fact that this information is out there, and how unfair that is for her. Because of circumstances outside of her control, you recorded this tape, you put the tape in the safe, and she didn't want it, and now you're making comments about her because she's upset that it got stolen. So he's not taking full responsibility for the situation either. Um, she gets sick. You know, the stress ultimately becomes too much for her. And I had no idea about this, but she miscarries their child. And, you know, that it's truly, truly sad to see what happened because of the disgusting nature of people. You know, Tommy deserves any negative karma that comes his way. But when you bring children and you bring, you know, a kind person like Pam into the equation, it's really unfortunate. And so, like I said, I keep going back and forth in my mind whether, you know, I want Tommy to catch up with Rand. But at the end of the day, you know, as we know, those of us, especially that were around in that time, it's already a foregone conclusion. That tape is out there. It's out on the World Wide Web. And so, you know, Rand is really smart. He is thinking on his feet about how to distribute, about how to market, how to remain anonymous. Um, I'm not going to say it's admirable, but it's really something interesting to watch. But at the same time, you know, he's innovating and changing the way that we consume content and the way that the adult industry moved. Like, you know, he was one of the pioneers. But at the same time, he's doing it off of stolen merchandise, you know, off of somebody else's credibility, their happiness, you know. And to see that Pamela ultimately lost her child doesn't feel good. But, you know, this episode has been a wild ride. Rand keeps evading capture, but he can't evade forever. You know, these people, the private investigator knows his name and they know where to find him. So there's only so many places he can run and hide. What did you think about this week's whirlwind episode? I mean, it was action packed and fast paced from go. I only have sympathy knowing how barbed wire went, you know, how it was critically received, and you know, Pam's future. But we're going to see how the show plays out. What were your favorite parts? Are you Team Rand or Team Pam and Tommy? Share your comments below. Give this video a like and consider subscribing for more Pam and Tommy and movie and TV related content. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.